Hey team, we're going to talk about how you can visual regression test a Next.js app using Cypress and Applitools. I'm Colby Fayok, and if this is your first time here, make sure you hit subscribe for future updates. Applitools is an AI-powered visual testing tool. Using its Eyes API, we can easily take a snapshot of an app or a website, and we can get a detailed report of what's changed, so we can check if there's any errors or issues with the page. To run Applitools, we're going to use Cypress, which is a JavaScript-based testing framework that allows us to run these tests right in the browser. And while Applitools works on both native and web apps, we're going to use Next.js just because it's an easy way for us to spin up a new app to test with. So to do this, we're going to start off using create next app. In our terminal, we can run yarn create next app, and let's call this my testing app. And once it's done, we can cd into our directory, and we can run the development script, and we can open that up in our browser, and we can see our new Next.js app. So now that we have our page, we want to add Cypress, which is going to give us the ability to run our tests inside of our browser. So over at Cypress, we can find the command that we want to use to install it with yarn, which here we're going to show that we're going to add it as a dev dependency. So in our terminal, we can run that command. And once that's done, we can see over in Cypress that to open Cypress, we can either run the bin files straight from the node modules, or instead I'm going to open up the code, and specifically I'm going to open up the package.json file, where inside my scripts, I'm going to add a new script called open, which I'm going to have run the command cypress open. And now inside my terminal, I can run yarn open, and we can see that since this is the first time we're running it with this project, it's going to go through, verify that Cypress can actually run in the first place. It's going to also install Cypress, and then it's going to also add some sample files to our project so that we have a good idea of where to start. We can even test out these example files by hitting the run 19 integration specs link, which will open up an instance of Chrome, and it'll run through all those tests right in our browser. Which for this, it's using a Cypress link to run a few tests just as an example. So now that we actually have Cypress installed, let's set up a first test so that we can make sure that it's working properly for our app. Inside of the Cypress directory, I'm going to open up the integrations folder, and I'm going to actually clone the navigation spec just so that we have something to work off of into the top level folder. And I'm going to get rid of the examples folder since we really don't need that anymore. Now starting for the top, we have this reference to Cypress, but then we also have our context block, which defines what test we're running. So for this, we're going to test the home page, so I'm going to just change this to home. And I'm also going to change the file name to represent that same test name. So here we can get rid of these click commands since we don't need it. And we can also get rid of all these tests inside here since we don't need those either. Now, instead of visiting the Cypress page, we want to have this visit our local host where the server is going to be running locally. So that's going to be http://localhost, and Next.js runs at port 3000. As for the test, let's just run a simple check that sees if the word welcome is inside of the h1 of our page, which it is inside the index.js file. So we can create a new it statement, and we can say should have welcome in the h1, and we can create a new function, and we can run sci.get, which is going to grab the DOM node via the selector that we pass in, and we want to say that it contains welcome. Now if we open back up Cypress inside of our terminal, we can see our new test for home. We can even open that, and we can see that it ran, but it's getting an error when it tries to visit our local host. That's because we haven't actually made that available. To fix this, we're going to use a package called start server and test, which pretty much does what it sounds like. It's going to start our server for us. It's going to allow us the ability to test with our Cypress commands, and then it's going to shut down that server when it's done. So inside of our terminal, we're going to go yarn add start server and test, and we're going to save that as a dev dependency. Once that's completed, we can open up our code editor. We're inside of package.js again. We're going to create a new command called test, where we're going to say start server and test, where the first command we're going to pass in is dev, which means it's going to start our development server, followed by the port that it's going to be available at, which for us, it's 3000. And then finally, open, which is going to run our test for us. So now if we go to our terminal and try to run yarn test this time, we can see that it first started up our server, and now it's going to open Cypress for us. And just like before, we can click our home page test. We can see it open up inside of our Cypress instance, and we can see that it makes localhost 3000 available, and it runs our test, and it can find welcome. Now this works great with Cypress because we're checking something that exists inside of the DOM, specifically the welcome string. But what if we're trying to test something like styles, where if the color of the text changes accidentally, we might not know that that happened. So for that, we're going to install Applitools, where we're going to use Cypress to run the Eyes API so that we can add visual regression testing to our app. So the first thing we want to do is add Applitools Eyes to our project. So we're going to say yarn add Applitools Eyes Cypress, and we're going to install that as well as a dev dependency. And once that's done, we want to run yarn run eyes setup, which is going to go through and it's going to install some of the plugins so that it's actually working nice and properly with Cypress. Next, when we run Applitools, we want to make sure that we have our Applitools API key available. So Cypress gives us a few ways to inject environment variables into our app. We can do something like exporting our API key right from our terminal, or we can use cypress.env, which is a plugin that would allow us to use .env inside of Cypress. But for now, for this walkthrough, we're going to just specify that variable anytime we run our test command. So inside of our terminal, we would specify something like Applitools API key, and we would set that variable, and then we would run yarn test. What that will do is it'll set that API key before we run that command. That way it'll be available in that process. Now, to get the API key in the first place, we'll first need an Applitools account. Creating a new account with Applitools is free, so you can head over to applitools.com and you can create a new account. And once you've created your account and you've logged into Applitools, we'll be able to find our API key by going up to the account icon in the top right, and we can select My API Key, which will pull up our API key so that we can copy it right into our app. So now let's actually use the Eyes API to add a test. So first, let's create a new it statement where we're going to say it should look the same. Now, you could probably add something that makes a little bit more sense for your particular use case, but for us, that'll work for now. And then the first thing we want to do is run the eyes open function that's attached right to Cypress, where we're going to pass in an app name and a test name, which we can just keep this as my app and homepage check. We're then going to run the command sci eyes check window. And then finally, we're going to run sci eyes close. So the way that this is working is if you can imagine something like a camera, where we're going to have the camera lens actually open its eyes, we're going to then create a snapshot by checking the window, and then we're finally going to close that lens so we can capture that and send it up to Applitools Cloud. So now if we go to our terminal, we're going to run our new command, but remember we're going to prepend our Applitools API key, and then we're going to run yarn test immediately following it. Then we can select our homepage test, and we can see like before, it's going to open up Chrome. It's even going to run that first test that we set up and pass. But then we can see it's going to also run our second test, which at this point, it's going to reach out to Applitools and pass them the snapshot that is taking of our app. Now, if we head back over to Applitools, we can now see that we have a new batch run where if we select into it, we can see our Next.js app. Now, at this point, it's green and happy because this is our baseline, which is going to determine what the next checks are going to compare against. But now, to test this out, what if somebody accidentally made some CSS changes that cascaded and made our welcome text hard to read? For instance, inside of our home.module.css file under title, I'm going to set the color to simply DDD, which is a light color of gray. As we can see in the app update, that's really difficult to read. But if someone's not specifically checking the color, they're never going to be able to catch that that's actually an issue. So now to test this out, let's rerun all of our tests, and we can see that this time our second test actually failed. And if we look at the description, it says that eyes-cypress detected a difference or errors in our visual tests. Once we go back over to Applitools and we refresh, we can see that we now have a new unresolved check. If we look at the snapshot, we can see that it's highlighting the change that we made. We can even use the UI to toggle between the original change so we can see what's actually happening. But now with our unresolved check, we can either approve that or reject that depending on if it's what we actually want. But because the text is so hard to read, we probably want to reject that. But now if we go back inside of our app and we remove that line so it goes back to normal, and back in Cypress, if we rerun those tests, we can see that now Cypress passes. And if we also go into Applitools and we refresh, we can see our new check, which also passes. So if you followed along with me, you added visual regression testing to your app using Applitools. This is super powerful because you can catch dynamic changes that you might not have been able to catch with other tools. If you like this video, make sure you hit thumbs up and subscribe for future updates. Thanks for watching.